guys, and welcome back to some more Hypixel SkyBlock. Today we finally have the ultimate Slayer set. As you can see by what's going on my screen, it's pretty excited to be here. Obviously, we've all known about my habanero tactics crimson armor, the best and most expensive ultimate enchant in the game, specifically for Slayer. And if you need a recap of what that enchant does at level 5, there you go. And that stacks across all pieces. So plus 30% more from wands with all 4 pieces and plus 20% damage with all Slayer weapons with all 4 pieces. The only thing is it's ridiculously expensive and also bugged right now. It doesn't actually do the 20% extra damage with the Slayer weapons, which you hate to see. But today I've spent even more money on this set, making it one of the most expensive sets in the entire game to make it goated for Slayer, and that might explain my purse a little bit. So if we open up our inventory and check out the attributes on our armor, you can now see why this is the most OP Slayer set in the entire game. The only way this could possibly be better is if I also had a crimson helmet with the attributes on and it was all infernal. It's 10-star fiery now at least, so we are pumping out the damage, but not quite at infernal yet. It's so close to being perfection though. Plus 5 magic find and plus 7.5 combat wisdom per piece, which means we're going to be spawning Slayers like lightning and getting as much magic find as wearing sorrow would give us. The only disadvantage is we don't have renowned or legion, so we lose out on a tiny bit of magic find, but having that much magic find on crimson armor is just busted, dude. So we're gonna be abusing it on blazes today. The saddest thing about using this setup on blaze slayer of all things is that this slayer requires the most expensive gear by far. This armor set is unfathomably expensive. The attributes alone to get magic find 10 and veteran 10 on just 3 out of the 4 pieces was 4 billion coins. Absolutely not worth it. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Even if you just go for level 9, that's half the cost and basically almost identical. So do not go for level 10 attributes right now, man. It's crazy. And obviously the pieces themselves were kind of expensive, because if you want a piece with magic find and veteran on it, obviously that's a rare drop from a chest. So you're going to be looking at paying around 250 mil per piece with that on. So to get full magic find 10, veteran 10, it actually set me back around 5 billion coins. It's nutty. And we're going to be using it against Blaze Slayer, which has a worthless piece of paper that you can drop. I'm so sad. All right, let's get this first boss down. If I can do a day axe swap on it as well, I'll be even happier just to see what crazy levels of magic find we can get. And of course, I dropped nothing. Why does this happen every single time? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got a drop. 245 magic find, and it's that easy to get. No Aatrox, no Jerry, nothing going on to boost our magic find right now. Literally just rocking magic find 10 attributes, as well as a Chimera Daedalus Axe and a G-Drag, to be fair. But still, that is mental just to play with consistently in my damage setup as well. Holy. I wonder if it'd be possible to get a clover helmet swap on anywhere, because obviously that's the only real thing I could do to boost my magic find a little bit more. We could try it, I guess. We should have some wiggle room here. Swap to the day axe. No, I was so close. Oh, you have to be so quick. I'll tell you what, though, the damage upgrade from burning to fiery is really noticeable. I didn't expect it to be that big of a difference, but I've been throwing by having my crimson armor on burning for so long, bro. It feels so weak compared to this. Now let's try and get this swap on. No, I opened the wrong menu. I'm stupid. At least I'm consistently getting 2, 4, 5, but I'm determined to see what we can get with that clover helmet, bro. Typheus, what are you doing? Is there anything I can do to get him out? Hello? Oh, he's moving. Wait, is he actually outside the map? He's not even suffocating a wall. I wonder if I can Shadow Fury to him. Oh, we're in. Let's go, dude. This is the most scuffed boss in Hypixel SkyBlock history, and we can't even one-phase him. You're telling me I gotta get back in here? Oh, God. Oh! Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's do this. At long last, I'm ready. I am prepared. Did we do it? That's a ping issue, I'm telling you. I did that. What do you mean, Hypixel? We did it! At long last! All of that for 15 magic find. I mean, to be fair, that's pretty chunky. That's as much magic find as full magic find 10 gives me, and that cost me 2 billion coins, so I really shouldn't complain about 15 magic find. Holy, that is impressive, dude. It's kind of stressful to pull off like every boss, but I mean, I may as well try. I'll keep it around, sure. Now, I want to see what we can make happen with ghosts in this setup, because obviously we no longer need to use Sorrow if this gives the exact same magic find, minus Renowned and Legion, which gives a little bit, but it's fine. So what will actually be meta is if I can use a low-level G-Drag, because a lot of people do ghosts so they can level up G-Drags for money. So a level 112 golden dragon here, whilst I'm wearing 3/4 crimson armor and a clover helmet. This will give me a ton of magic find and hopefully still enough damage to one-tap them when I'm not even using a maxed out G-Drag. Come on. Say this is the play. Exactly 1 million damage. That is so good. That is so good. What? Oh my gosh. And I want to see what the magic find's like. Obviously, I'm not going to bother data sack swapping. That 100% won't one-tap them. 2-tapping, though. That's very respectable. But out of curiosity, I want to see what this can do, because this is crazy. 250 magic finds still? What? This setup's cool, though. I'm not slowed down by a warden helmet or anything. We can just zoom through everything. Oh, wait. The clover helmet gives less combat wisdom. That's true. I think eventually, obviously, full crimson with a magic find and veteran helmet will be the play. But hey, if you want to make a bit of money along the road, I guess you could take minus 5% combat wisdom for extra drops along the way. I guess that's up to the user. Out of curiosity, our wisdom without the clover helm is 116, and with the clover helm is 110. So you lose 6 wisdom. Honestly, I'd rather take the extra magic find for the 6 wisdom. I don't mind that. But if you are like a true G-Drag tryhard, I guess obviously a crimson helm with magic find and veteran on would be the play 100%. But it depends what you're in it for. Someone would have to do the math at how much money you'd make off of all of the extra drops from the more magic find versus the money you'd make from the extra veteran. And I think having more magic find will make you more money personally. Let's see what we can get against Sven's in this setup, because I'm realizing the potential of this now. You can literally rock like a max damage setup with a max magic find setup simultaneously. Now, I know I can one-tap Sven's if I use my Ragnarok axe and then swap over to my Dark Claymore, but since we're going for magic find, I want to see what our Day Axe can do. I don't think this is one-tapping. Yeah, not even close. But come on, dude. What you got for me? 264 magic find. Just casually killing Sven's like this. That's the strength of this setup, bro. And I could get even more. Bear in mind, obviously, I'm using the Vanquish set. You don't want to really use this outside of the Crimson Isle. What I could do is get myself a Molten set that has magic find and veteran on it, but that is probably ludicrously expensive. So there's one piece there, 150 mil. A full set of this for other Slayers and for Ghosts would actually go crazy hard for Slayer, and honestly might even be worth using in the Crimson Isle. I know the full Vanquish bonus is OP, but if you could survive without the 10% extra health and you could go without the 10% extra damage, that's what, another 20 magic find? If you could afford to get a full set of all that, obviously. That's kind of crazy. So if I had another 20 magic find to that, and then the 5% off that, I'd be getting what? 290 magic find with no mare, no extra perks or anything? Just doing Sven's casually in this setup? That's kind of mad, the potential that this has. All right, and the final test, because I have been using a Daedalus axe. Can I one-tap the boss if I use a Ragnarok axe and a Claymore? I'm 60k damage off? No shot, man. But hey, in 3/4 crimson with a clover helmet, that's actually kind of mad. I could make this ancient, I guess, and that's an easy one tap, but I lose a tiny bit of magic find off the renown bonus. Either way, it's cool that you can do this kind of stuff, man. I love this setup. All right, I think that concludes our magic find experiments. I know obviously we could try it on Revs, but realistically it's gonna be the same as Sven's. And there's also Void Glooms, but since Void Glooms are essentially a mage meta right now, there is absolutely no point meleeing them. So this setup, whilst yes, it would give a lot of magic find and spawn them in faster, would not be worth doing because you'd be getting like 40 to 50 second bosses instead of 30-second bosses. You definitely get more drops in the long run just using Aurora. Maybe one day I'll get myself a magic find Aurora set. We'll see when my purse isn't quite looking so broke. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go back to Blazes for the time being because I need to get Blaze Slayer level 9 for my 150 Skyblock XP. At least now we can fly through bosses, spawn them in quickly, and get even more worthless drops off of this Slayer. You love to see it. Also, now that I have the Daedalus axe swapped down pretty much 100% of the time, I think I'm gonna keep the Clover Helm in my inventory and try and get those swaps down every boss boss now instead. It at least gives somewhat of a use to my 2 billion coin helmet. God, that takes the price of this setup even further through the roof, man. And also, it kind of makes getting a 10-10 Crimson helmet a little bit redundant. I mean, Veteran 10 would still be useful for spawning, absolutely. But Magic Find 10 would be pointless if I'm swapping to a Clover helmet. But you know what? I'm going to do both anyway. One, because I'm Refraction. And two, just in case I mess up the swap, like right there. Even though I got Duplex anyway, so I stay winning. What the hell just happened to my boss? That was a T4, right? That is an interesting development in the stream. I thought they patched all the one-tapping T4 glitches. What? A level 142 just got me a 5-second T4 blaze when I'm literally using like 25 to 30 billion coins worth of equipment, 3 Chimera weapons, this armor set, and I'm getting like 50-second bosses? What? I think I know how he did it, because in the background, I saw him next to a load of corrupted blazes. Then he gyroed them together, killed them, and immediately came over and one-tapped my boss. Like, I bet he won't be able to just come over and randomly one-tap this one either. So it actually probably is something to do with the tactical insertion. He might have used that, done a load of damage to all of those blazes, and then came over and used the effects of tactical insertion on my boss. That's my theory. He tactically inserted into your boss. Vesco Pro, that ain't it, Chief. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but doing that setup every single boss, I honestly think it's faster just to do this. Also, I want to actually use the gear I put all of this money into, okay? I'm coping so hard right now. Either way, it looked cool. That was flashy. Wait, it is faster, 3 times faster than me doing my bosses right now? Wow. I mean, I guess, yeah, you get a load of XP to help spawn the boss off of those, and then you can just use all the strength off of your tactical insertion to instantly one-tap the boss. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna try and spawn my boss next to this massive crowd here and see if he wants to try that again, because I want to see what's going on. We're doing some detective work here. Wow. Okay, that's kind of OP. And everyone can get a hit in, so they can all loot share off of it as well. What is he using? Wither goggles, necrotic tux for some reason, and a swarm Hyperion. I don't understand. The reason I think he's using tux is because if you're using the tactical insertion, the ability sets your health to half of what it was, which lets you heal back to full immediately. And Blaze T4 actually does a percentage of your health as damage, so I guess it's for easier survivability, weirdly, even though it sets you to 250 HP. As for everything else, I don't have a freaking clue. A swarm Hyperion? This is so weird, but so sick. It looks dope. It took us 3 weeks to figure this setup out. Damn. I've tried to infer as much as I could. Like, I think I'm on the right tracks with the tux and the fact that they're using tactical insertion off of all those corrupted blazes to abuse the damage somehow. What I don't know is the actual tech they're using, if there's any other items, and why on earth they're using a swarm Hyperion. So I've figured some stuff out, but I don't have a clue with the rest of it, dude. It does look cool. Like, I don't know if I'm about one-tapping blazes and if I necessarily want to do that myself up to Blaze 9. It feels a little bit cheesy. Maybe if I was already Blaze 9, I'd be happy to do it. But in terms of like my actual progression in the game, it feels a little bit cheap. But I am curious. Congratulations, you have 6 out of 42 pieces. These guys actually like wrote up a PhD thesis just to one-tap T4 blazes, man. That's mad. Nice. Oh, I got another duplex buck? Dude, that's the 3rd one I've dropped today. And they're at nearly 19 mil a pop. Oh my days. We are making some money up in here. By the way, your G-Drag is worse than my pet. Why are you out here drip feeding me all the stuff, dude? He's using an epic golem? This just gets more and more confusing. I'd understand if it was a legendary golem with like the perk where every 5th hit you deal a ton of damage or whatever. That makes sense. But an epic golem that's not even level 100? I don't like being humbled by a level 142 who's out here with the most random gear possible, beating me at my own game. It's not on, bro. I just want to abuse my magic fighter, my veteran, get some more duplex bucks, and vibe. Well, we've spent this entire video abusing max magic find, so it's only appropriate if we solo our last T4 blaze using just a Daedalus axe. Easy clap. And of course, I get nothing. Why does this always happen? So thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you're new around here. And I'll see you all soon. Peace.